I never ever would have expected to be making this video, especially so soon. And I'm sorry I'm going to look awful because I will probably be crying the whole time. This morning I woke up at 5 a.m. to catch a flight, and the very first thing I saw when I opened my phone is that Cameron Boyce had passed away. And at first I didn't believe it. I was like, no. And then I just started sobbing. I grew up watching Cameron since the very first episode of Jessie aired on Disney. I remember staying up later than I normally would to watch the series premiere. I think it was like at the beginning of the school year, but I remember how freaking excited I was. And that never went away. It was one of my favorite Disney shows. And then there was Grown Ups. And Grown Ups was always one of my favorite movies, especially growing up. And by the time the second one rolled around, within the first few minutes of the film, when Cameron is walking down the stairs, I forget what he says, but it was the first time I ever heard him swear, and I remember how shocked I was and how suddenly I was very attracted to him. And I remember that moment so vividly. It's crazy. And soon following that, I printed out, I don't even know, like 50 to 100 photos, the same exact photo of his face, like all from like pocket sizes this big to like the whole freaking sheet, and they were all in color, and I wasted all of my father's ink on them. And I was kind of head over heels. I also printed out giant letters for to spell out his name, and my headboard isn't here right now because the mirror on it broke, so we're getting it fixed. But it has a divider in the middle. It's two separate mirrors, and I had Cameron on one side, a photo of him in the middle, and Boyce on the other side. That boy was 100% my first celebrity crush. 100%. And he has, because of that, and everything he has given me throughout the years, all the memories, all the laughter, so close to my heart. And it just feels so surreal. I know it hasn't sunken in yet that he's really gone. I know it hasn't, but I've been crying all day, just trying to make sense of it, why this would happen to someone as amazing as him so early on in life. His story was cut so short. It upsets me so much that I won't be able to continue to watch him grow and see what he does with his life. Life isn't fair. That's why it's things like this that remind us that we have to keep our loved ones close. Because you could be here 1 minute and gone the next. There are people all over the world grieving Cameron right now. I know it. So many people love him. I being one of them. It's just hit me like a train. I have always continued to watch him grow and been so proud of who he was. It's so hard to believe that this happened. It really, really is. My condolences to everyone around the world currently grieving him, and especially his family and friends. I do remember that a few years back, going through old papers of mine from school and stuff, finding this one thing I wrote. I don't remember how long it was or how much it entailed, but I remember that it had Cameron Boyce in it as a character, probably the same time that I had his name on my headboard, I'm guessing. But once I got home from the airport, I became so determined to find it. And I did. I haven't read it. And I wanted to do it on camera. I was a little girl when I wrote this, obviously. It doesn't have a date on it or anything. Just my name and the title, and it's gonna be very cheesy, I know that much, because I know myself, and that is one thing that has never changed about me. I've always been very sappy, and I am a dreamer. And there was a point in my life where I had become so determined that I would meet him one day. Like, I loved him so much. I love him so much. And I wanted that. And just knowing that that isn't even possible anymore because he's not here. It's so heartbreaking. But I wanted to read this on camera so you guys can see my reaction. It's not that long. It's like a little less than a page and a half, and I don't know what I wrote it for. I might have just wrote it, but here we go. And I am Ariana because I've always loved Ariana Grande, so that is who I am. Like, in my head, that's who I was in the story. It is called Dreams Do Come True. Ariana was walking around the busy streets of Los Angeles trying to find something to do. Then she saw a music store and wasn't paying attention and bumped into someone. When she looked up, she was surprised at who she saw. It was someone who had inspired her since she was 9. She helped him pick up the things he had dropped, and he had done the same for her. They start walking to his penthouse to hang out. Cameron started talking to her about his career. He was an actor that had a role on her favorite show, and he was the reason that it was her favorite show. He asked her about her career, and she started telling him how she was good at acting and singing, but was just afraid to do it in front of lots of people. He told her to follow her dream, and that if she works hard, doesn't let anyone tell her it won't happen, and have hope, if she does all that, her dreams will come true. She told him that it was a big dream that she even met him, but she would do it anyway. So they start looking for auditions only a couple minutes after that. When they couldn't find anything that suited her, they went to the cast of Jessie and asked the creator of the show if they could add Ariana as a character. He saw her acting and said yes. So then he quickly found a role for her. Cameron was with her when they told her she would be playing the role of Rachel, and that she gets to work with her inspiration, Cameron, who is now her best friend. And to make it even better, it's her favorite show. So the dream she never thought would ever come true came true, and so much more. So if you have a dream, follow it, because it just might come true. There's a heart at the end and everything. Clearly, I loved Cameron. I've always loved Cameron. And having grown up alongside him and watching him grow up, knowing that I'm only 3 years younger than him, and he has been taken from us, it really hurts. And I just wanted to say that I love you, Cameron, and I'm so sorry that your story was cut short. You will always mean so much to me and so many others. We will miss you greatly. I'm sorry I look so stupid right now, but I've seriously been crying all day. It's not gonna stop anytime soon, I can tell you that much. But the wound is just so fresh, especially, but this pain isn't going away anytime soon. I know a lot of people might not know Cameron or have grown up alongside him and watching everything he has done, but know that he's an amazing, talented person, and he deserved so much more time than he got. God, I'm sorry, guys. I just wanted to get this out before all the vacation vlogs that I filmed, because I really felt the need to talk about this. I'm in shock. Complete and utter shock. And I know some of you are too. So I thought it might help to create a space that we could talk, and I can't believe this is real. I really can't. It's not fair. So if any of you guys need to talk, I am a message away. I'll have my social media linked and everything in the description. And we can also just talk to each other and support each other in the comments. And again, my condolences to all of Cameron's family and friends. Anyone who ever knew and loved him, because I'll be damned if we aren't all hurting like hell right now. I hope this wasn't too depressing for you, because I just really felt the need to make it. It's just so hard, and there are so many people going through it all together, so I feel like it could help. Maybe no one but me, but this definitely helped me to get everything out in the open, and I do hope it helps you too if you're grieving. I'm gonna start editing the vacation stuff again after I'm finished with this, so you should see me very soon. I love you guys so much, and I will see you very soon.